finally. So currently it's 1:22 Sunday morning, March 29th. Tomorrow is my birthday. Hopefully I live to see 28 years old, man. As you saw, I was catching up my YouTube video, watching Devin. I'm sure you guys know Vazin. Love that cat's content, man. Dude's really knowledgeable. I'm sure you guys know he picked up an STI, and very rare color. There's actually one here, I think. I don't know if it's a Memphis car, since Memphis is so close. I didn't see the tags, but I've seen it here in Jonesboro one time, man. Very beautiful car, very rare color. It looks like a car that's hard to keep clean. Not worse than black, but that color, that grayish, whatever. So him and his old lady just picked that car up, man, and much love to him. Hopefully they get that car, the framework straightened out. But I gravitate to channels like that, man. Not just Honda. You know, like I said, I don't want to come off as just a Honda guy. So doing this whole Mazda stuff, which again, for some reason, I said in my previous video, I'm really interested to see. I'm going to call it Hiroshima for now, because I don't know if this bitch is going to work. But with the tolerances and everything I'm playing out right now, it's just interesting to see, you know, what capability I can get out of this Ford Fusion platform. Today was an eventful day as well. Well, yesterday, which was Saturday, but we had a tornado. Don't know what category it is, what EF or whatever it's called, but that shit started out as a small funnel, and that shit got huge. Tore half of the, well, not half of the mall, but a certain section of the mall got hit. The tire store got hit. As bad as this coronavirus thing is, and we have to practice social distancing and all that, it just put a curfew on the town because of the whole tornado. But thank God for the whole. It's a hit and miss, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we don't want coronavirus, but at the same time, on a Saturday, and I'm sure we all know people like to go shopping on a Saturday and the weekends. If that mall was full, man, we would have had deaths. Now, we only had some minor injuries, but no one died, as far as I know. Just, again, some minor injuries. But if it was a busy Friday, man, we would have been, sorry for my language, we've been fucked. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Out of the blue, man. Thank God I got off work early today. We didn't do a whole 10-12 hours, just a half a day. But it was crazy. I went to Harbor Freight too to pick some stuff up, and it was, I don't know, man, it was just so crazy. Life ain't nothing to play with, man. So as you guys can see here, I can keep talking, but as you guys see here, got the block on the stand. Did that little so-called edit. Actually got this bad boy painted up. I know it's not gonna last long, but I taped it off and, you know, mask it up or whatever, but I'm just trying to put a little bit of effort into it, like I said, so if I get it sold, man, the seller will see small details like this. Clear coat and everything, man. One thing, if you guys are new to, you know, doing stuff like this, which I doubt you guys are, but, you know, to feel my subscribers or whatever, make sure you mask off spots that are important, obviously. It's like my water pump section, thermostat section, my oil filter section, and definitely my starter and my alternator, because that's where the car is going to get, that's where those components are going to get their ground from. So that's very important if you're going to do something like this. So I'm going to start doing assembling. This is not a how-to tutorial. There's lots of those online, and I'm just gonna dub this build as Hiroshima because I'm not sure any of this is gonna work. So just take what you see here with a grain of salt, and you know what's best for you. So let me show you guys the tools I've been using, and let's start this video. Alright guys, I don't know what just happened there. I think we had some mishaps here in the studio. So as you guys can see here, engine assembly lube. So I actually picked this up today from O'Reilly's. Not sure on the brand. It looks good. A lot in it. I've used Permatex before. That's what I use on my Honda Civic Si build. So I think I ran out, or it's getting low. So like I said, I just went ahead and went to the store and grabbed this. It has 4 point something out of 5 stars, so it looked like a good brand. I was actually looking for some Lucas because it has the ZDDP or the zinc additive already inside. So I think that helps with startup as well. But like I said, I'm sure this is a good brand. God damn, guys. I feel like OJ Simpson right now in trial. Just can't get these gloves to fit, man. And tonight, last night I guess, since it's Sunday morning, went to Walmart and I forgot coronavirus safety kit includes gloves as well, so I couldn't get this. Says one size fits all, but I don't know. Pretty tight. Like I said, OJ situation here. Got them on. I guess I really don't need to wear gloves, but I just do it so I don't have fingerprints on the bearings. So, good to go. Guys, so down to the last washer. What I like about this setup, and the first one I've seen this is when I tore down my B5S4 engine. The thrust washer and the bearing is one piece, which is pretty cool on the K20s and the B series and all that. You know, you gotta try somehow to hold it on the side. So what I did with my Honda, I'm not sure if this is recommended or not, but I just put some semi-lube on the backside so it'll just stick. Because on these, I'm sure you guys know all this already, but you know, just for the new guys, you don't want to put any lube down here. So, but on the thrust washers, it's okay. I've done it on my Civic Si and I haven't had any problems since. As you guys know, that car's been to the dyno, so if anything happens to that car, it probably won't be the issue. So I have to watch out for these gloves, man. Like I said, man, OJ, man, they don't fit. They're already tearing apart. Alright guys, so you probably be hearing that noise and saying that doesn't sound right, but trust me, and I'm not a professional engine builder, so I don't want to come off cocky and whatever, but that's just the threads and everything just seating in. Getting this off, the first time I ever torn apart, the MZR and this, they were hella tight. So they're in there, this is torqued down real good. And that was, I did it to 34, so I did it in 3 increments. I did like 14, 16, 23, 25, and then I did 34 foot-pounds. So I didn't just rush it to 46 Newton meters. So if you're torquing something like this, especially like head bolts and all that, you just want to do it in increments if you're doing this for your first time. So all that's in. Now I'm gonna go to the 180 degree sequence. This has a torque angle feature, which I like, or I guess I can just go ahead and mark these at straight 90 and then 180, but I'm just gonna use the reason why I got this for the angle feature, and more so I like the beep. The Craftsman is a good brand, the one that I got, but I guess I'm really deaf, and when the torque readings are real low, it doesn't click as loud, or you don't really feel it as opposed to a higher reading. So I just like this. So I'll be back with the 180. I'm not gonna show that because trust me, I'm sure you guys are gonna cringe. And I'm gonna have to hold this down real good. So I'll be back, and then let's see if this crank spins freely. Alright YouTube, so a moment of truth. Like I said, man, if I had to keep it on camera, I'm sure a lot of professionals out there or whoever comes across this video is saying that doesn't sound right with the noise, just like you guys heard while I was talking it down to the last spec. Like I said, I associate that with the head of the bolt and the threads, everything is just seating in. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man, you gotta hold this bitch down, you know, because you're just gonna turn the whole thing. Like I said, I've experienced it with my Honda Civic Si. I was scared at first that it didn't sound right. And like I said, the car, other than the clutch situation, everything is still good on that Honda. So motor's still running and all that. So let's turn this and see if it spins. See, no problem. Now, even if it spins freely, that doesn't mean the clearance is okay. You know what I'm saying? But nothing visually, or I can feel, nothing is binding up. I can do it by hand. She spins smooth, man. So I wanted to show you guys, you know, mostly the new cats who are new to the game, something on the plastic gauge. So let me try and give you guys a close up. But so far, happy, man, everything looks good. Alright guys, so as you can see, daylight. The camera and my Canon 7D, I've had this camera for a long time, man, back when I was in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I think she's taking shit on me. She's getting hot, the battery's dying real quick. So I said I was gonna put it to charge, and I said, let me take a quick nap so I can end the video out, because it died while I was doing the outro. While I was trying to do this piece. And I was like, okay, let me take a quick nap, put it to charge, and I was knocked the hell out, guys. So, yeah, so everything spin, like I showed earlier. I said, man, if I had to show me tightening these bolts down, you guys would cringe, because it makes a bunch of noise. Just the way I have to hold it while turning, you guys are like, man, that don't look right, dude. But trust me, I had to go through the same thing with my Civic Si. But the girdle on these, they're hella crazy, man. The torque sequence, or just that extra 180 degrees, man, that's a lot. So I don't see this doing any crank walk or anything of that nature. But what I really want to show you guys is the plastic gauge. I'm sure you guys know what this is, but for the guys who have never seen or used one before, there's a lot of articles on this. People like Eric the Car Guy, who's, you know, a good master technician, He has a video on this if you guys want to watch that. But here I have the green one, and this falls right within my spec for this 4-cylinder, and this is what I use on my Civic Si. Now I'm sure a lot of professionals will say don't use plastic gauge, or you shouldn't really trust plastic gauge, and I do agree with them, but it's better than not using anything. I could just tighten these up together, bought these brand new main bearings, and just tighten everything together and just hope for the best. But I still think this gives somewhat of a base reading to know where you stand with your tolerances, you know, in my opinion. But from a high performance aspect, I'm sure, you know, again, professionals would say you want to use a professional or a high precision micrometer and a dial bore gauge. Those things are not cheap. I'll be honest with you, I didn't use any of that on my Civic build, and that thing makes 571 to the wheel, 640 plus, give or take. But, you know, what works for Peter may not work for Paul. So just because I got away using plastic gauge, that doesn't mean it's gonna work for everyone. But I'm sure a lot of guys have got away just using plastic gauge, building high performance applications. So, you know, with the, I don't want to say fancy tools, but with the precision tools, if you don't know how to use it, it is just as pointless. It is deadly. Same with this. If you don't, even if it just wax and some readings on the side, if you don't know these readings, I mean, it is just as pointless. So, you know, on this, like I said, it's within the tolerances. So the loosest side would be 0.003, which is 3,000 some inch, 0.002, 2,000 some inch, 0.0015. I'm sure a lot of folks would call that 15, which I don't think that's 15. I think that's half of 1,000, and 0.001 is 1,000. So let's say if you don't know how to read it, and if you don't even know where your tolerances should be or what you're aiming for, then both applications is pointless. You know what I'm saying? It's just like how right now with this whole COVID-19, and this is all my opinion, they have people buying guns who have never used them before just because they think there's going to be an apocalypse. And I've been to the pawn store probably like 3 days ago, and dudes are sold out, you know, because guy told me, man, people coming in buying guns and asking how to use it and all that. It's crazy. So I think it all boils down to knowledge and experience. So with that being said, man, end this out, try to get it edited and published today, hopefully, if not Monday. And hope you guys have a good week. I hope I have a good birthday at work. 28, like I said, man, getting old. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I won't say I'm really happy where I'm at in life, career-wise, but it's a learning experience, man. And the harder I work and the more I try to learn about, you know, building engines and working on cars, I think it'll pay off at the end of the day. As much as I treat it as a hobby, I want to somehow get into the business side of doing all this, because I think it'll pay off at the end of the day. And I hope to the younger guys, man, I hope this COVID-19 somewhat a learning lesson. Gotta work hard, man, save money and put money aside, because I'm sure something like this is gonna happen again. So you just gotta be prepared next time. So with all that being said, much love and respect, guys. Hope you guys love the video, and next one I should be getting the piston and all that installed. Rings are already filed since a week ago, so I've already chose my gap and what I want to run as my ring gaps. I just need to clean the pistons off because they're real. They still have the sludge and the oil and the carbon buildup on it. So, but I'm happy that this is in and spins no problem. So that's a good sign. So thank you guys for watching, man. Much love, peace, respect. Have a good one.